one heck of a guy, everyone. Created by the funk, for the funk to bring the world before. Oh yeah, I'm deep in it.
MTV, the mothership of music television.
His thing was, to see how tough we are, I guess. His thing was just to see how much can we stand,
Wow.
Call it carrying the stick, So he would go right from the gig straight to a recording session, So him and Bobby Bird was sitting up in the bus seat. They was having a blast while we were sitting back there, and we was hearing what they were doing, and we were kind of coming up with different little grooves to kind of go with what they were doing. Yeah. So and then when we got to the studio, we were kind of in the studio, kind of doing the thing with the groove, and then James would come around and say, "Yeah, give me some more of that." We look at each other like, "Okay, what the hell is he talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And then we say, "Oh, you mean this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, on the one, yeah, that's it." So it was pretty much like that, and then kind of went around to everybody, and then the next thing you know, it was recorded, and then we'd hear it on the radio the next week.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so powerful. I mean, he cut a record one week, and the next week is out. His thing was, to see how tough we are, I guess. His thing was just to see how much can we stand,
Wow.
Call it carrying the stick, So he would go right from the gig straight to a recording session, So him and Bobby Bird was sitting up in the bus seat. They was having a blast while we were sitting back there, and we was hearing what they were doing, and we were kind of coming up with different little grooves to kind of go with what they were doing. Yeah. So and then when we got to the studio, we were kind of in the studio, kind of doing the thing with the groove, and then James would come around and say, "Yeah, give me some more of that." We look at each other like, "Okay, what the hell is he talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And then we say, "Oh, you mean this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, on the one, yeah, that's it." So it was pretty much like that, and then kind of went around to everybody, and then the next thing you know, it was recorded, and then we'd hear it on the radio the next week.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so powerful. I mean, he cut a record one week, and the next week is out. I think it really sparked when we came over to Paris, London with James in 70. I think it was 70, 71. We came over here and seen like the girls were wearing like hot pants and little furs, and this was like the first time we had ever seen anything like that. And it was like, wow, we can mix and match this stuff up with what we do. We figured, well, we couldn't do it with James, but like after we came off stage, we were freaks. I mean, and we loved it. We loved it, and I don't think James understood it. But at the same time, he had his thing, and we respected his thing, about the one unity and, the one clothes thing. We respected that, but at the same time, it was growing in us that, when we get a chance.
We had became Funkadelic right after James.
Right. Yeah, right after James.
That was a wild time.
Yeah,
That was a wild time.
yeah. So, and George, he pretty much, unlike James, he would kind of call things out. He would, it was like, it was more of a loose situation. He would, he let us know that, okay, if y'all do this with us, with the Parliament Funkadelic thing, on down the line, y'all can cut records and have your own thing also. So we always had our own thing anyway. So we were really looking forward to that. So whatever he wanted to do, we were up for doing it. It always comes back to the one. So here it is, and we're gonna, that's what we're gonna be about, the one. And the people want the one. They want to know where the one is at. Sometimes you get a little strayed, a little bit, but we always bang, bang. There it is, y'all. Bang, bang, do, bang. And then all the people said, The mothership connection is here. Everybody say the mothership connection is here. And I believe that's what the people want, man. They want the one.
You know what the one is too? I'd Rather Be With You Tonight. He did a real way out solo, and then when he got through, he sang I'd Rather Be With You one time, and everybody in the whole place sang I'd Rather Be With You.
Yeah.
Like one person.
Yeah.
Like one person. You know?
Brings everybody to the one, you know. And it's the one thing that we all are doing. You know. After we had to do so much with Parliament, Funkadelic, like doing those different records, the Parliament's records, the Funkadelic records, the Brides of Funkenstein, the Horny Horns, the Rubberband, Parlet. I mean, there were so many records we had to do and be on tour also. I think it kind of took a toll, you know. We wasn't prepared. Well, especially myself. I really wasn't prepared for all of the activity because all I thought it was, you know, we just pick up our instruments and go hit it, man. It's going to be on and forever, you know. And but you know, you never, you know, there's no books on responsibilities and you know, you got families and you know, I might have one family. Frank might have one family. He might have one family. And then you might have another mug with 2 or 3 families. So all these families become responsibilities, you know. We kind of grew up learning to play off of each other and depending on each other, you know. I'm a bass player, so I needed a drummer. You know, we need a guitar player, you know. We need a singer, player. You know, and that's what made the music. I mean, so we happen to have to deal with the real deal and not the deal though. We had to deal with each other. You know, people nowadays, you know, it's another day, it's another time. You know, you don't have to deal with each other so much. You know, you can get you a sampler, you can get you a microphone, and you can say, hey man, funk you, man. I can make my own music, you know. So it's another attitude, you know. We're emotional people, you know, and we're just, I guess, privileged to be able to share that because people are accepting it now. It takes two to funk, you know. I don't never want to be caught playing with myself, you know. It's like it takes two, man, and the people are up for that. They're open for that, and it's a good feeling, man.
Everybody sing. So we want to talk. Give up the funk, y'all say. Everybody say we want the funk. Gotta have the funk. Say. Oh yeah, y'all sound good. Everybody say, no, 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 no.